Tuh, selamat sore dan salam sejahtera bagi kita sekalian. Yang terhormat Wakil Rektor Bidang Pengembangan Akademik dan Riset Universitas Islam Indonesia telah hadir membersami kita semuanya, Profesor Dr. Jaka Nugraha SSI MSI. Terima kasih, Prof. Yang kami hormati juga Wakil Rektor Bidang Kemitraan dan Kewirausahaan Universitas Islam Indonesia telah hadir, Bapak Insinyur Wiryono Harjo MArch PhD. Terima kasih, Romo Wing. And special guest today, the Honorable for Miss Nicole Arya as Manager of Enago. Good afternoon, Miss. Thank you very much for the time. And then yang kami hormati Dekan, Wakil Dekan, Ketua Jurusan, Sekretaris Jurusan, Ketua Program Studi dan Sekretaris Program Studi di lingkungan Universitas Islam Indonesia. Yang kami hormati juga moderator sosialisasi hari ini telah hadir Bapak Insinyur Eko Siswoyo ST MSc PhD selaku Direktur Penelitian dan Pengabdian Masyarakat Universitas Islam Indonesia serta yang berbahagia Ibu Bapak segenap dosen Universitas Islam Indonesia. Alhamdulillahirrahmanirrahim, setinggi puji dan salam syukur telah kita panjatkan kepada Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, Tuhan yang Maha Esa. Atas rahmat dan hidayahnya, maka kita dapat bergabung di ruang Zoom ini dalam keadaan sehat walafiat. Salawat salam semoga senantiasa tercurahkan kepada baginda insan yang paling mulia, Nabi besar Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, yang senantiasa kita tunggu syafaatnya di yaumil kiamah nanti. Amin ya robbal alamin. Ibu yang kami hormati, mengawali agenda pada sore hari ini, marilah kita buka bersama-sama dengan mengucapkan lafaz basmalah. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dan selanjutnya mengawali rangkaian acara pada sore hari ini, marilah kita simak dengan seksama sambutan Wakil Rektor Bidang Pengembangan Akademik dan Riset Universitas Islam Indonesia. Selanjutnya kepada yang kami hormati, Profesor Dr. Jaka Nugraha, SSI MSI, disilakan.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillah, puji syukur kepada Allah, pada sore hari ini kita akan mendapatkan wawasan penjelasan berkaitan dengan Enago. Terima kasih Pak Wing selaku kolega, Pak Eko yang telah mengkoordinasikan kegiatan ini, dan Bapak Ibu semua. Dan spesial, thanks for Nicole Arya as General Manager Enago for presenting material about Enago. Terima kasih semuanya yang telah hadir pada sore hari ini. Mudah-mudahan nanti bisa bergabung semakin banyak lagi karena ini masa baru azan ya, mungkin baru sholat asar. Mudah-mudahan sebentar lagi bisa bergabung banyak teman-teman kita. Acara ini dalam rangka untuk meningkatkan kualitas publikasi dosen-dosen kita di lingkungan UII yang kita rasakan masih perlu untuk ditingkatkan, terutama dari sisi proofreadingnya, dari penulisan jurnalnya, termasuk saya sendiri ketika menulis publikasi itu perlu ada proofread dari pakar terkait, dan hal ini kami dari universitas itu juga sudah memberikan fasilitas, yaitu proofreading paling enggak tiga atau 4 ya, melalui skema di DPA, dan masing-masing besarannya sudah ditentukan melalui skema yang ada di DPA, ya tentunya outputnya berupa publikasi jurnal yang minimal Scopus ya. Tetapi tidak hanya seperti itu, yang baik itu yang berupa publikasi proceeding maupun jurnal, asalkan nanti kualifikasi terindeks Scopus minimal, syukur-syukur bisa masuk ke dalam Simago Journal Ranking. Itu kita support untuk dilakukan proofreading bagi dosen-dosen di internal kita. Mudah-mudahan acara ini nanti semakin menambah adanya fasilitas. Sebenarnya kan saya sendiri kan di Enago itu nanti fasilitasnya apa saja ya, kelebihannya apa saja, atau hal-hal yang bisa kita manfaatkan untuk meningkatkan publikasi, itu saya rasa banyak dosen-dosen kita yang perlu diberi pemahaman, diberi penjelasan supaya menjadi lebih optimal lagi kerjasama kita dengan Enago. Terima kasih Pak Iko yang telah mengawal acara ini. Mudah-mudahan bisa berjalan dengan baik. Mohon maaf tadi saya tidak bisa bergabung karena baru selesai dengan acara di DPR. Kunjungan DPR di Sleman baru selesai jam 15 kurang sedikit tadi baru masuk ke ruangan. Mohon maaf tidak bisa bergabung. Demikian dari saya, kurang lebihnya mohon maaf. Billahi taufiq wal hidayah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Terima kasih Profesor Jaka Nugraha yang telah menyampaikan sambutan di awal rangkaian acara sosialisasi pada kesempatan sore hari ini. Baik, Bapak yang kami hormati, selanjutnya menuju ke acara inti, yaitu penyampaian materi terkait dengan sosialisasi proofreading, yang dalam hal ini telah hadir dan juga akan disampaikan langsung oleh tim dari Enago. Dalam kesempatan kali ini juga akan dipandu langsung oleh moderator. Telah hadir juga mempersami kita semuanya, Bapak Insinyur Eko Siswoyo ST MSCS PhD selaku Direktur Penelitian dan Pengabdian Masyarakat Universitas Islam Indonesia. Disilakan.
Thank you, Mas Hasan, Bapak yang terhormat, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, everyone. It is our great chance to learn from Enago regarding the service from Enago, and then we just actually we are now in the meeting room with the Arya and Romo Wing and also Mas Hasan in the university office. And then actually we just know from Arya that Enago actually not only provide the proofreading but also more than proofreading. They also have another services like the AI, Trinka, and etc. And then later Arya will explain to us completely. And then Pak Jaka and Pak Wing, and thank you so much, and then also for joining us. And then hopefully, and then the participant will join us, because just information that the Arya will back to the airport soon, so we just have until 4 o'clock. So it is a long time, but I think enough time to hear from Enago. And then Bapak Ibu, the lecturer Arya, I would like to say that the participant in the today meeting is mostly the head of department, also some dean, the director in the university, and then after listen from you, and then they will distribute the information to the in each faculties in each faculty. And then as Prof. Jaka said that the university provide the budget for not only proofreading but also if the lecturer can publish, and then they also get reward in internship, as like the Pak Wing said directly. Okay, and then because the limit time, so please we will have the Arya to explain, to tell us about the services of Enago and the group. Okay, please go ahead, Arya.
Thank you so much, Dr. Nico, Dr. Jaka, thank you so much, and Dr. Riono, to give me this opportunity to speak about our offering to all the academicians at UII. I'm sure you can give us information once you got to know what is it that we are offering, what it can be benefited for your growth, research growth, as well as to get the impact on the scholarly community in Indonesia overall, not only for your university, but oh, I'm sorry, I was speaking on mute the whole time. So I was just saying, leadership, thank you so much for UII for providing this opportunity for me to speak in front of you. So the importance of publication is not only for you as an individual to make an impact under scholarly community, but also for your university reputation, as well as Indonesian reputation amongst the 33 Asiatic nations where it is publishing high number of documents. So see, we have two offerings to discuss today. One is the human editing part, which is with the motto of author first, quality first. Enago has the experience of catering the author community from past 18 odd years. This experience allowed us to develop an AI-powered product, which is Trinka, that is applicable to the entire university, not only the lecturers, those who are aiming for national publication. They can actually use human editing if they are aiming for high quality international journals. Others, like students, those who are writing larger documental like dissertation, thesis, they can actually use Trinka for the real-time writing assistant. So the resultant of both the products is, if you're using Enago and Trinka, you will have greater research output as an institution, because authors feel confident in terms of presenting their work to the world overall. So the impact will be improvement in the research output of the university as you're promoting research culture. So with this, I will share the certain information about our organization. So we are a large group. The larger group is named Crimson Interactive Group, amongst which Enago is the manuscript preparation brand. Enago Life Sciences works with the pharmaceutical companies under medical communication domain. So Takeda, GSK, larger names are associated with us. Then Enago Academy provides the trainings. So the workshops or the training webinars that can be conducted in UII with support of Enago Academy. Then ULater is our translation brand. Then we acquired in 2022 Charlesworth Group in order to, this is based in London. It is a 90-year-old firm that helped us to robust our operations. So the quality that you will be getting from Enago will be a direct resultant of what collaborations or improvement in the quality overall we have done. Then Crimson AI has the product for universities like Trinka AI. I'll be showcasing more in the later part of the section, the presentation. And together we are the leaders in scholarly communication industries. And then this is the global distribution of our offices. We are headquartered in New Jersey. We are in Bogota, Colombia, Turkey, UK, China, Mumbai, India, Taipei, Taiwan, Seoul, South Korea, and Japan. So these are our physical offices. Now, we work with universities. There are several Indonesian universities, those who have been working with us. At the same time, we work with the individual authors and publishers. Now, world-renowned names like Elsevier, IEEE, Oxford University Press, they're working with us for pre-submission. We recommend Enago services to the authors, those who would like to submit in their respective journals. And post-acceptance, where already accepted article is coming to Enago to improve the quality of language and make sure that it meets the journal guidelines or it meets the journal benchmarks when it comes to quality. Now, this has helped us to learn the challenges faced by the authors, as well as the expectations that the publishers or the journal they have from the authors. And in short, we are just trying to bridge that particular gap of understanding or gap of expectations through Enago services. So Enago is also partnered with QS, the university ranking organization. You must be aware that research is a great contributor in university ranking. So by collaborating with Enago, you are adopting best practices in academia that will certainly help you to improve the ranking of the institution. And there are certain examples of universities that we are working with. Overall, across the globe, we are working with around 350 different universities. So Crimson Research Support Services are categorized into these 4 categories. First is the Enago Scientific Editing Service. But I'm calling it scientific, it is because every time the author submits the article, the subject matter expert in your very own domain will work on the paper. So this is human editing. Each and every subject will be matched with the right editor to make sure that the right manuscript is landing in the right hands and all the terminologies are well understood while making the changes or doing the editing. Then comes
author education services. Through Enago Academy, we provide that education programs. So any problem which is applicable to your university, it can be writing grant proposal or selecting a right journal, any such topic that you would like us to address through training, it can be done with Enago Academy support. Then we have publication support service, where we have journal suggestions or pre-submission peer review, plagiarism check, etc. And then finally, the buzzword these days, the AI tools. So Enago has curated Trinka AI and Enago Read, which are the products that can certainly help you to improve the productivity of more writing as you go. So brief introduction, we were formed in the year 2005. The Enago brand started in 2005, and we work with individual authors as well as the universities. We started our operations from Japan by helping the Japanese scientists to overcome the language barrier and get published in high impact factor journals. On the other hand side, you can also see that we are members of many STEM organizations. For example, COPE, that is the Committee of Publication Ethics. Whatever we are doing at Enago, be it editing, be it AI solutions, they completely abide by the ethical guidelines. So we are from this industry and we share the best practices of the industry. Now, the first service is the language check service. So we had partnered with UII quite a years back, although the quantum of papers that we are receiving from UII has significantly reduced. That's the reason I thought that it is a good chance for me to catch up with all the academicians at UII and see if in case they have any problem statement that we can solve. So language check service is a first level of service that takes care of the language and grammar by human editor. And then second level is copy editing, which is highly recommended to the ESL authors, that is English as a second language authors, where we also make sure that the editor who is working on the paper is the subject matter expert. Subject matter expert, when I say we match niche subject areas as well. We also perform journal formatting and the certificate, the proof that yes, this paper have been by team of professionals will be provided by our company under copy editing service. The substantive editing service has a structural review part, which is unique. It is a premium service. In this case, what happens that the editor will be working on the paper to improve the logical flow of the paper. The presentation will be improved. The content enhancement will be done. So let's say there is a graph located at one location, but it will make much more sense for the story of the paper if it is located at another location. So that kind of interventions are made at the right time to make sure that the desk rejection can go low for paper. Then we also provide the cover letter under the substantive editing, and edit unlimited feature takes care of the fact that you are using Enago services even after receiving journals feedback. So you can have multiple rounds of checks with Enago without paying anything extra under substantive editing. Now, this is the UII special rates that we already have. The language check service is 0.035 per word, and mid-level service is 0.055 per word, and the premium most service is at 0.075 per word. So each article that you will be sharing with us, the cost will depend on the word count as well as the level of service you have chosen. And the special prices are applicable on www.enago.com/UII. That's your institution acronym. Now, this inverted pyramid showcases Enago's journey with the author. We make sure that the author is submitting error-free article to the journal. Then there will be peer review process, post which the journal might say that you should submit your article to journal B. We can reformat your article as per journal B guidelines without asking any penny if you have chosen substantive editing with us. So this multiple rounds of checks, as I said, can be done time and again. And the team that works on this paper is our editors. They are the native English speakers from USA, UK, Canada, Australia. They're the peer reviewers for many reputed journals. They're themselves published authors. They know what it takes to get published. Their average on editing experience is 19.4 years, which is significant and very high from the industry standpoint. So there might be any local service that you might be using, but these are not the people, those who have been doing editing time in and so these are the professionals, those who will be putting their best foot forward and helping you get published. Now, sure, there are several other offerings, several other language service providers, but how Enago is standing out first is the specialized subject area matching. So let me just share the example with you. Let's say the paper is in the field of medicine. The subject is dentistry. The further specialization is oral dentistry. Enago will make sure that the expert from the oral dentistry background should work on the paper. The background matching allows us to deliver you the best quality because we understand the terms that you have used in paper, and each and every change that our editor will be doing will be constructive to your research idea. That's the motive. And every paper under copy editing and substantive editing will be checked twice. So 2 pairs of eyes will be checking your paper before it is landing on the journal table. So a lot of interventions can be done right time if the quality check is being done by Enago. And then edit unlimited feature I've already explained, so you can have multiple rounds of checks with Enago under the substantive editing. And then 100% guarantee on the language is Enago promise. So over here, the author can concentrate on the science and Enago can work on the language. Even after work by Enago, if journal comments on the language, we will rework on the paper till the time journal is satisfied. So that's what makes us a different player altogether. And as I said, the special prizes for UII authors are already available on enago.com/UII. And then we also have journal selection assistance if you like to choose. We have pre-submission peer review with mock peer review, plagiarism checker through Authenticate. We also conduct webinars on the regular basis. So the portal that the website of Enago and UII will have the repository of all the past webinars. So whenever you have time, you can simply log in and attend any webinar that sounds pleasing. And then we can have university-specific webinars also conducted under the trainings. Now, it is my honor to introduce you to AI-powered writing assistant, that is Trinka. At Trinka, our mission is to empower the author community to publish and write and communicate confidently in English. Trinka has been built upon the 18 years of editorial experience that we gained while working with Enago. So Enago has, let's say, worked on millions of papers. All these millions of papers where the changes have been done by the experts used to train the model that understands the nuances of academic and technical writing. So you need not to struggle if in case the language tool is giving you an error on different academic text, because Trinka already understand that academic text. Our academic phrase banks are updated on the very well frequency. So you can, we cover around 1300 different subject area: medicine, life sciences, biology, physical science and engineering, humanities, relevant fields that we, cater. Then this is the storyline, how we came up with the idea. Between the year 2005 and 2010, Enago was already working with the authors. And by 2015, we realized that although they can certainly give their article to Enago and wait for the outcome, but they need somebody, some support while writing the paper. And this is when we decided that we'll be working on an AI-powered writing assistant back in 2016. So it is not today that we have started working. We have been working behind a closed door since long. 2016 is the year. By 2018, we launched Trinka under the beta version to certain publisher partners. They help us to make sure that the tool is actually catering the problem points or pain points of the authors. In 2020, Trinka was born, named after principal linguist. So it's a person's name, Trinka Dacunia, who worked on this tool. She's a principal linguist, and she's still working with us to make sure the Trinka is improving every day. And by 2022-2023, Trinka is already being deployed at several individuals across the nations, across global partners. Then Trinka is a complete writing assistant because it provides the subject-specific corrections. Then in 1 minute, you can simply upload the file, and what you can download is the edited proofread version of the document. So you can simply upload a Word document, and what you can download the proofread version. With a large document, you can maintain the consistency in terms of writing. So let's say on certain locations, I have used organization with a Z, and on another locations, I have used organization with an S. These kind of inconsistencies will be identified by Trinka, and with one click button, you can maintain the consistency. Trinka also has a paraphraser. Trinka also has Authenticate plagiarism checker, which is powered by Authenticate. So you will have similar experience that what you had with the Authenticate. Trinka can also work on your Microsoft Word through a plugin. Trinka can also do citation checker. So how many citations that you have made in your paper are already retracted, or how many citations are actually old. So these stuff identification can be done on Trinka. And Trinka can also recommend you a journal through journal finder feature. So we do semantic matching, and we have around 200 million articles through which historical data will be used in order to give you right journal suggestion. And then Trinka also has AI content detector. So let's say if you have a problem that students are using GPT or large language models to write their essays, etc., that can be identified by through AI content detector. Now, Trinka has specific style guides also, APA, AMA, IEEE style guide. So it will provide you the suggestions to make sure that your article is well built for academic sense. Then technical phrasing and medical terminologies will be maintained on Trinka because it understands the medical language. You can also toggle between British and American English onto Trinka. Those are certain pointers. And then Trinka can be used on cloud through MS Word, browser plugin, and JavaScript API if in case you have any learning management system within the university. So Trinka can be deployed through an API over there as well. Now for Trinka, because we just recently launched it to Indonesian universities, we have unlimited user plan where you can purchase a package of number of words, and all the academicians within the university, even the students, can use Trinka under the premium plan. So it has a flexible pricing structure. So pricing is dependent on the word count package. The word count package is in millions. And then you can have unlimited access without any extra cost. You can add number of people, 15,000 to 20,000 to 5,000 authors can use Trinka. Seamless integration. You can simply give us the domain name on the basis of which the premium access will be granted. And with this, you're democratizing the whole usage. You're not only limiting Trinka within the author community, you are also giving the access to student so that they are also trained on the nuances of academic writing. So this particular plan is valid until 31st of March. And then Enago Academy team is curating the content which is good for the authors to learn from, and do check out their website. And in fact, your UII specific website has certain scholarly articles which are published by Enago Academy. So that brings me to the end of my presentation. I'll be opening the floor for questions.
Thank you, Arya, for your very interesting presentation. And then, sorry, I want to ask to the audience in bahasa, maybe they want to. So, Bapak Ibu, itu tadi adalah penjelasan dari Arya terkait dengan servis dari Enago, gitu. Dan ini sangat menarik. Tadi saya mencoba simulasi di sini karena ini saya dengan Romo Wing dan ini dengan Arya di universitas coba ngobrol terkait dengan tarif dan macam-macamnya. Ini saya coba simulasi, ternyata jadi satu paper itu kalau misalkan menggunakan yang layanan tadi itu untuk yang kan 20 million words, right? Dan buat in Indonesia 32 million rupiah. And then it is
So 10 million is for $2,000. 20 million is about $3,000.
$3,000.
Yeah.
Okay. And then 3,000 berarti okay. And then it's been that satu paper itu sekitar hanya 16.000 rupiah itu. Saya pikir ini Bapak Ibu sekalian ini sangat cheap ya, sangat murah ini. I think it is cheap enough for us because we also use another services like the Quillboard, Grammarly, and so on. Monggo Bapak Ibu sekalian kalau ada yang mau ditanyakan ini ke Arya, silakan. Oke, we invite discussion Bapak Ibu sekalian. Monggo. So that 10,000 for $2,000 right?
Nicole, do you have any example of because you know Trinka power? I mean, you know, example of how we actually use the Trinka itself. Is it there or not? I think it would be interesting for the audience here to.
I will give you the
see a little bit like 1 minute practice or whatever. Yeah.
So I will be sharing my screen and I will be showing you how to use Trinka. It's very simple, the user interface. So this is the landing page, trinka.ai. You can register for free, in fact, but it will have the limitation of 5,000 words a month. But what we are proposing to UII is the premium subscription. So I can simply log on to Trinka. And it will be the dashboard where you can access your own files. So it will be unique for each user because you are accessing Trinka under your own email address and password. So each files will be unique to your author and nobody else will be able to access it. So security aspect is maintained. So over here, this is the dashboard. Over here, I can simply select upload a manuscript. So I will use my device from the downloaded versions. Let me just, for example, this manuscript I'm opening. So Trinka is asking me whether I would like to simply proofread the file within 2 to 5 minutes, or I can open it on the cloud editor. So for the example, for the demo, we open up in the cloud editor. So Trinka has started reading the document. So here we are opening Trinka on the cloud editor. So Trinka is asking me the file name. I can change it if I like. And now Trinka has asked whether this paper is general writing, academic writing, or legal writing. So I can simply select academic. And then the style guide, AMA, APA, ACS, AGU, or IEEE. For the example, let me select AMA.
Okay.
And then Trinka is also launched under the beta version of German and Spanish. This paper is in English, so I will say proceed. Okay. And now Trinka has started generating results on the right sole. So the recommendations are on grammar, spelling, writing advisor, enhancements, style, and inclusive language. So inclusive language has also become a very important factor nowadays. So let me just show you. Grammar is simply, you can expand the card and select. And even Trinka is providing you why this particular change has been recommended. So the explanation is there that will help you to understand the academic language as well, or students can learn from this kind of recommendation. So grammar is simple and you can accept the purple change. Let me just show you the spelling, how it works. So let's say this is not actually an error. It's not a spelling error, but it's specific to your usage. And you are finding it as an error, so you can add it to your own dictionary. So it will not show you the error the next time. So if I'll add it to my own dictionary.
Okay.
Then the writing advisor enhancements is interesting because it is coming from the background of Enago. So we know that a bit is, non-direct word. So you can consider to change it. So this is the experience of academic lingo. Let's say this is a very big sentence. The aim of this report is to describe. So other than that, you can just use the report describe. So this will make my sentence concise. It's a conciseness step. So these are not wrong, so to say, but these are the experiences that you can actually use to improve the lingo. Then comes the style guide based corrections. Inclusive language and style guide. So what the style guide is actually recommending. This is inclusive. This is also inclusive. And then this is style guide based correction. So under the AMA style guide, you can't use non-functional as hyphenated word. You make it a merge word. So that will also help you to be ready with the, the readiness of the paper will be improved. Now the paraphraser, you can simply select the paragraph that you wish to paraphrase and select paraphraser over here. Currently, maybe it is weak. It is under the beta version actually, but it works really well because you can toggle between the degree of change that you would like to do. Then the consistency checker. So consistency checker is if I have used, multiple ways to write a particular word. So for example, 11 years has been hyphenated at 3 occurrences, while 11 years is non-hyphenated at 1 occurrence. So whichever occurrence you feel is better, you can select here and apply it throughout the document. So this is very helpful for a larger document. Let's say 200, 300 pages you have written. It is very difficult to maintain the consistency throughout. So same goes with this dashed hyphenated word. And then characterized, for example, is with a S in certain locations and with a Z. This consistency checker will help you to maintain the consistency throughout the document. Then comes citation checker. Now this citation checker, I can simply upload my document and let me show you how it works. It will evaluate your paper, the end list references from whether they are retracted, they are published long ago. So 11 out of 42 citations were published long ago. So this was 12 years ago, 25 years ago. So author make the intervention at the right time to change those citations at the right time because you would like to keep your argument much more updated. Going back, I would like to show you the other features. So plagiarism checker has been powered by Authenticate. So it will have a similar experience, whether you want to cross-check through paid publication or advanced check with paid publication. So it will be giving you similar sort of experience as you have had in the Authenticate. And then the interesting feature is Journal Finder. So over here, you simply paste your abstract and we will evaluate that paper against 200 million articles that we have fed on the system. Let me just show you the results. So over here, you can toggle between target journal, geography, the impact factor, the H-index. I want to see the only open access, for example, hide predatory journals. So these kind of changes can be done and the journal finder will recommend you journals while it is being populated. Let me show you other features. So under the proofread file, what I can upload is docx, and LaTeX file. So you can simply upload and what you can download the edited version of the paper. So let me just download and show you. So let's open. So is my Word document visible to all?
Sorry?
Is the Word document visible?
Yes.
Wait, let me just share it. Yeah, I downloaded this file from Tika.
Okay. Okay.
And you can see all the revisions have been made as if the human has edited it. So Even in the end, it will also give me a food for thought that around 1,000 words were evaluated and 68 revisions were made. And out of which the maximum were in the articles domain. So this will also help me to train myself on work accordingly.
Okay.
So this was about Trinka overall. So I will be happy to take questions now.
Oke, thank you. Bapak Ibu yang terhormat, tadi ini saya pikir sangat menarik ini. It's very interesting ini. Because actually it is first time for me also knowing Trinka before I use another services like. But I think when we compare this one, I think looks like that this service is better in my brief. It's like the. So Bapak Ibu sekalian, monggo kalau ada pertanyaan ini karena sebentar lagi Miss Arya Nicole will should finish and then go to the airport. So please invite if someone want to say or to ask something, please go ahead. Sebagai ilustrasi tadi saya coba untuk in bahasa. Saya tadi mencoba untuk menghitung Bapak sekarang, ternyata dengan menggunakan fasilitas ini untuk ini sekitar berapa ini, sekian ribu itu ini 9.600 sampai 16.000 per paper dengan menggunakan ini tadi untuk ya saya pikir cukup menarik ya dengan fasilitas yang diberikan tadi ini. Ya mungkin nanti we just talk about the price. This price is very important for us.
Yeah, I understand.
And then when we compare with like using the proofreading by Enago, including Trinka, because we can use Trinka also to check our paper, and then it looks like that in Indonesia rupiah one paper is about 4,000 to 5,000 words, right?
Yes.
And when we compare, I think it is one paper is about 10,000 rupiah in Indonesia. So, less than $1. So it is very interesting, I think.
Wherever you are using international publication, whether it is aimed for Q1, Q2.
Yeah.
Over there, you can use Enago,
okay,
which is human intervention.
Okay.
And wherever it is local publication or even it's a big document like dissertation or thesis, you can use Trinka.
Okay. It's very interesting.
And I just checked, I forgot to show you the journal finder. So this is how Trinka is giving me suggestions on the journal. And it is also showing me all those 100 articles that has been published onto this particular journal, which are similar to the article that I'm submitting. So these articles can be indirectly used as a citation in my paper. So that's the idea of using journal finder feature.
Oke, Bapak sekalian, ini sangat menarik ya. It is very interesting. Thank you so much. And I do believe that after this, we will organize another meeting among us in UII, and then maybe I hope that we can continue to use the services from Enago. I believe it because it's been very interesting in my personal opinion. Maybe Pak Wing want to say something?
Yeah, I think I leave it to you to decide because you know the cost, and I think what we can. I think what we can do is to plan ahead, so that the access can be available for everyone within the university, not individually, right? So if you put that on your plan, it will boost the performance of the quality of papers, and they can just work individually with the collective access.
Jadi Bapak Ibu sekalian, jadi ini berbeda dengan provider lain, different from another provider. If we use this the service from Enago, actually can for example we can register and then with for example 10 million word, and then we can use all people in UII as far as they use the UII domain, and then they can use it is legal. It's okay because another services it is for individual, and then it is one of the benefit is from the Enago services. Silakan Bapak sekalian, masih punya waktu 5 menit ini karena Arya have to should go to airport.
There is question I'll be happy to address.
Silakan Bapak sekalian. Monggo, ada yang mau ditanyakan?
Tadi kalau sudah nyoba ya, kan ada yang free 5.000 kata gitu.
Silakan. Bu Rina, hanya Bu Rina mau menyampaikan sesuatu, silakan Bu Rina menanya satu. Silakan Bapak sekalian.
Pak Eko.
Monggo Bu Rina, udah ini silakan. Kayaknya ada nih, ada. Oke, silakan Bu Rina.
Pak,
So Arya, maybe usually the people in the culture in our country we will try to use by ourselves, and then after that
Free access.
yes, it is free access.
You can freely subscribe to Trinka, test it for yourself, see the performance, and then you can give me the feedback accordingly, and then I can submit the proposal to you. You can evaluate.
Yes.
I think that's the best way to try directly using the free access, right? And then we will contact you.
Perfect.
Yeah. Because it's quite new for us. You know, we used to using the you know, the Grammarly and other features, and this one is something that we when I look at your presentations, they can also direct our paper to several you know, several types of a style, I mean, like AA, and which is not
Family is good for day in, day out communication, but specialized communication, which is academic communication, we should use Trinka because the recall as well as the precision is higher on Trinka. We have done the testing, and moreover, the file-to-file interaction, where you can upload the file on Trinka and the formatting remains intact, is only the feature that you will find on Trinka.
Okay.
It's not on Family.
right.
And also one more is like in the there are many kind of services, including the Grammarly, and also plagiarism check, and so on. Usually we use Spiritly. For example, for me, for paraphrase, I use Quillboard, and then for the Grammarly, also register premium register Grammarly, and then another plagiarism check we use Turnitin or Authenticate. So it is three pack. This one is compact. I think this very interesting. Okay. Oke, Bapak Ibu sekalian, ada lagi ini kesempatan terakhir Bapak Ibu sekalian, monggo ada yang mau disampaikan, ini ditanyakan karena bentar lagi harus end meeting. Silakan Bapak Ibu sekalian, ada? Jika sudah ada, maka kita akan kembalikan ke Mas Hasan selaku MC karena ini waktunya juga terbatas, tapi ini insya Allah sangat menarik ya buat kita ini. Oke, ada pertanyaan? Cukup Bapak Ibu sekalian? Baik, kalau tidak ada pertanyaan, it is no question from the audience, but I do believe that they try. Usually it is our custom, and then silently try, and then we will make a meeting in under the Prof Jaka. We usually classify the academic group, talking paper, etc. Pak Wing is for the internationally moment and so on. Yeah, we will, and then we will contact you. It is possible to us like when we want to make us like the training, but we will contact you after maybe after register, and then how to optimize use the Trinka or the Enago, and then we want to invite you, and then you make presentation. Okay, it is okay. Okay, thank you so much. Oke, Arya. Oke, Mas, kita kembalikan. Bapak sekalian.
So, thank you very much for Mr. Eko for guiding the event onto the occasion and all the participants who have actively participated into the opportunity. And thank you very much for Ms. Nicole Arya for providing such extraordinary and useful material. And so, ladies and gentlemen, end of our today. On behalf of Universitas Islam Indonesia, we would like to extend our appreciation for you active participants today. And it has been a wonderful evening with all of you and see you in the next event. We are sign out and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you very much.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, thank you so
Terima
much.
kasih, everyone. Bye.
Anytime,
Thank you,
Miss
Miss
Nicole.
Arya.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay. I think we can leave. Yang Mas Hasan ya.